Thanks again for coming back to another World Hiker travel video. This time from the least visited country on Earth, Nauru. Nauru is the third smallest country on Earth, landmass-wise, just following the Vatican City and Monaco, the smallest country here in the Pacific, and a fascinating one with the history here of the country. They have about 12,000 people that live here. The country is a little bit on edge with the Australian detention center, which hosts about 1,000 to 1,500 illegal immigrants that have been shipped out of Australia to Nauru. Home sweet home here at Squire's Airbnb in Nauru. In case you were curious, here's what a room in Nauru might look like. Got a bed over here, pretty comfy, which is nice. We have our air conditioning, which is pumping out enough cool air to make it about 70 degrees over here. If you're over in the far side of the room, 85, 90 degrees. And if you are outside of the kitchen, it's probably 95 degrees and super humid. Fresh papaya from my Airbnb host, Squire. 21 kilometers or 13 miles is about what it is all the way around the nation here. I think I drove it about 10 times over with my moped. Amazing sunrises here and sunsets. Tried to be out at a beautiful beach every morning. Another one of the main spots to visit here is the plateau, which has some old cannons and guns from World War II. I liked finding this little Nauruan flag up here on top of the cannon. Often these tiny nations have a lot of patriotism, and you see flags just decorating the country in spots you wouldn't expect. Nauru used to be quite wealthy with the phosphate mining, but the country has exhausted almost all of its mining. It took me about 1 month to get the visa here. There's one guy you got to talk to, and it was a slow process, but thankfully, I was able to get into Nauru here. Can you imagine? I'm visa number 229, and here we are in the beginning of September. That means that the least visited country on Earth has gotten about 30 visitors per month this entire year. Also had the chance to speak with a couple of the refugees, as basically 1 in 10 of the population here is a refugee, mostly from Iraq, Iran, the Middle East, and while they were trying to escape serious problems in their own countries, life is not easy for them living here in the detention center in Nauru. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. when you got one rugby pitch in the country. All the clubs here are going to be out at the same time. Whenever I started getting attacked by flies, feeling the brutal heat of the afternoon, or seeing some dogs that looked like they might be interested in chasing after me, I hopped on the moped and got some cool breeze, got the flies off me, and avoided the dogs, which were all over the island. You know, this is a country that probably no one watching this video will ever get to, maybe a couple of you guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed a visit to the least visited country on Earth. Thanks for joining me as I take you to the most remote spots on Earth. Signing off from the Republic of Nauru, the World Hiker. Adios.